Yo, what's going on? Drop a location in the chat. Tell me how your day's going. Good to see you. My stream is all effed up. I'm trying to get a different software so I can share my screen with everyone to make it a little more interesting. Yo, what's up, y'all? Welcome. Got some technical difficulties, of course. Of course, because life would be just, too simple. That's too much, right? How's everyone doing? Cheers. We in here. That's right, kids, because we're wicked smart. What's everyone doing tonight? I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm getting rid of that couch. My dog is taking this couch. At one point, it was a full couch, but it's like, what up, ALX from Greece? Hell yeah. Angel Duster, good to see you again. Yeah, let's hit that like button too. Fuck it. I don't even know how to do that on here. Sam, thank you, bro. I appreciate you. So I'm like, yeah, here he is. Hey, Daddy, what you doing, Daddy? You making fun of me? He's taking that couch. It's like half a couch now. He's so sweet, though. I love him. What are y'all doing tonight? Hanging out? I'm just chilling. I'm trying to. 3 a.m. Yo from UK, across the pond. What up, JDJ? Hell yeah. Alex, where you at again? I feel like you told me last time. I think you did at least. Yeah, I'm just. I had a long walk with my dog. I've been kind of feeling weird today, man. Sundays are weird for me. I don't know if anyone can relate to that. You just kind of get like one of my friends used to call it the Sunday scaries. I feel like that's kind of, I'm not going to use that name, but local motives. I love that name. What's up? Yeah, Sundays are weird, man, because I feel like the week is coming and I start getting in my head. I'm like, dude, what if that shit happens? I don't know. I don't know if anyone can relate to that or not. It's just me, though. Does anyone watch the news here? Get a job, you. That's serious. Get a job, you bums. That's so sweet, man. What juice you on, dude? Tropicana, my favorite. The face on Tommy. Tommy two times over here. What's it like in the UK, JDJ? Have you ever seen Joey the Gypsy? Yes. About time Kyle informed you on the portal way. Joey the oh no, I'm thinking of the comedian. Never mind. Joey the Gypsy. Is he a homeless guy? What does he do? And I just removed you 'cause you're a cunt. I'm not playing today, man. I don't do that bullshit comic stuff. Joey the Gypsy. I don't. I'll have to look him up though. Yeah, I love just kind of sharing you know, my point of view, man. I think we all have a point of view, and it's important to share it. Cold brother and Sundays always feel on. I know it's weird, man. We just had a cold front come through here in Austin, and cold is like 70s, so it's kind of crazy. But we're also homeless. He was a homeless for a long time. Okay, nice. Homeless wizard and social critic. Nice. I love that, dude. I love, a lot of people kind of downplay people who've had a different kind of life. But I think those people sometimes have some of the best perspectives in the world, personally. There's not a whole lot of people who've been through that. A homeless wizard, Hesperian scholar. How'd you get back in? Here's a comedian. Hesperian, how did you get back in here, buddy? Oh, man. I want to be nice to you, man, but gosh, you're just mean. I'll give you a chance. You ever get sick as homelessness? So how do you deal with it? I actually, yeah. So one time, uh, let's see, this is right when COVID hit, January of 19, and I was shooting up, and I thought it was a bad needle I used, but I had just got COVID. I went to the ER with the 103 fever and thought I was gonna die. That's the only time. Now, dope sick. I got dope sick all the time, but actual sick. No, and I always wondered why. But apparently, like when you're a drug user, this is what my aunt told me. She's a physician assistant. No, she's a doctor now. Like when you're constantly living an unhealthy life, like organisms don't want to live in your body because they're not healthy. That's kind of why like you don't get attacked. I don't know how true that is. That's what I was always told. But yeah, if and I mean if I would have gotten sick regularly, I would have just gone to the ER and they would have given me a place to stay for the night. Uh, so kind of working the system. But Axel, where are you from? I'm trying to remember everyone from last week. Let's do a poll. Let's get a poll going here. All right. What's the poll gonna be? There we go. Your friend kills someone. There's $1 million reward. Okay, $1 million. Do you tell? Or do you say hell no? What do you do? All right, there it is. Uh, what's your dreams? Start poll. There you go. Sorry. There we go. Do you tell? No, not if it's a good friend. If it's someone who is not close to me, yeah, I'm telling on their ass. What's your dream, Spencer? My dream? When it comes to what? You mean I'm telling you? Yeah, yeah, they're going down. But see, that's the thing. I've got a very close, a very small circle of people, and if they are loyal, I'm loyal, man. But I don't let people in very much. And if it's like an associate, yeah, fuck that person. I'm just saying, with love, respectfully, obviously. What's my dream? I guess that would be more context. You mean like if I woke up tomorrow, I could be anyone, do anything? Is that what you mean? 67 to 33, hell no. I like it. Okay? Get some special effects in here. Oh my god. Whoa. That's cool. I'm new to this streaming stuff, man. Kind of digging it. Damn, you're Jason. I don't know about Jason Bourne. BDD. What up? Andy, what up? Nice to see you. I'm trying to get some more stuff in here. All right, 75, 60, 40. Okay, whoever said hell no, why? I'm curious. And let's assume this isn't a best friend. This is someone you went to school with, you hung out a lot, y'all never had problems. Spencer Otto, you got Henry Rollins vibes. Why do I know that name? I feel like that's Henry Rollins. Isn't that like a villain from some? I gotta look it up now. I'm sure it's a dick thing, because God forbid we just be fucking nice to people. I am gonna look it up though. They never pay bounty, even Ted's brother not gonna die for it. Oh yeah, his brother did turn him in, didn't he? Yeah. That's another thing. I would never trust the FBI person. Henry, okay, well, thank you. I appreciate that, Hesperian. I'm not going to take that as an insult. I do kind of have vibes like him. That's a great series too. Um, well, at least the one I'm thinking of. What was it? Sons of Anarchy. Audio is messed up. Oh, mine is. Hold on. One second.
It's my Bluetooth. Got another question. Is it better to be alone when homeless or chill with others? Alone, personally. Because the truth is, if you're with other homeless people, they're gonna rob you, they're gonna steal from you, they're not gonna look out for you. That's just kind of understood, which you can't blame them. I was the same way. But by yourself, man, because that way you don't have to deal with anyone, and you just rely on yourself. That's me though. I know plenty of people who stuck together. They had like tents together. A lot of people had animals for that reason too. But hi, Sofa Surfer in Seattle. Yo, Seabreeze, what's up? Surfing sofas. I love it. What's Seattle like? Is there, I just see stuff from the news. So the news makes it sound like it's, you know, Seattle's always burning, but I don't know if that's true. It's a beautiful city. All right, so 60% are telling, 40%. All right, now we're gonna do another one. Mastermind Alliance Publishing Group. Oh, yo, Evan Almighty, what's up? Mastermind Alliance Publishing Group. Y'all publish books and stuff? I've actually been looking for a publisher. We're gonna do another poll real quick. All right, I gotta bring this one back. I gotta bring this one back from last week because y'all freaked me the hell out. All right, here we go. Last week it was 6 months. 3 months in jail. We'll do county jail, not even state or federal prison. 3 months in jail or 20 minutes in a tub with snakes. I'm a snake. What are you taking? Give me the time, bro. I'm taking, I would do 2 years in jail. Jail, I'm a snake. Or snakes. Let's see it. Evan, what's y'all's process? Like, do y'all do specific types of books? Is it, or what? Jail, thank you. Oh, that was me, never mind. Jail, yeah. I'd argue county jail is shitty there, prison. Yeah, no, that's true. In Texas, at least, state prison over county. It depends on where you're at, though. I would always take federal prison, personally, as long as it's not a USP. But county jail sucks because it's just boring. There's nothing to do. Google Mastermind Alliance Publishing Group. Okay, cool. Yeah, man, I've got my memoir pretty much written, and I was going the self-publishing route because the publishers I talked to, it was just ridiculous what they wanted. They wanted to change things. And I'm a first-time author, so I get it, but it's like my life's work. I'm not willing to just give it away. Snakes? Oh, no. Are you trying to change lives? What's your dream? So my dream, so I'm an actor, SAG-AFTRA actor, and that's my goal right now is to make it big. I train religiously, and that's my goal for my professional career, but I would love to start a nonprofit that helps homeless people. That's my philanthropy goal. Then just get jacked as well. That's what I love to do. But if I could travel anywhere, I would love to travel to Europe, Colorado. If I could get another home or move, I'd go to Colorado. Yeah. Publishing a book. Yes. Publishing a book. Yeah, that's on the horizon too. So I've written a memoir about my life called Venom in the Vein. It's about my life homeless, how it kind of started and what happened, but I've written it in such a way that it's like a novel, and it's written from a third-person view with first-person flashbacks to show what my life was like. It's really good. I'm really excited about it. Venom in the Vein, talking about drugs in your veins. If you got to do drugs, I would highly recommend shooting up. Just saying. Don't do drugs, though. But that's the only way to do it. Brilliant. We'll take a look. Yeah, so if you go to my, I've got a blog and a Substack. I've dropped little teaser chapters on. I'll put it in the chat if I can. I'm on mobile. I don't think I can even do that. Tricky Hip. Why? Are you talking about drugs? That was run, test, or D-ball. I'm on TRT. I have done D-ball. I'm on test. I do 175 a week. And that's not for bodybuilding purposes. It helps, but my levels when I got off the streets were, my test was at 230, which is really low for someone my age. And so, yeah, it was horrible. Low testosterone, man, is awful. I would take any other illness other than cancer than low test personally. It's really bad, but that's what I got myself into. Why? French fries have killed me. That's true. Very true. Heart disease is the #1 killer across the board, I think. Thank you. Do you run a business? So I do social media full time. Social media. I operate a blog that I do. Sorry, hold on. I personal train as well on the side. The best place to be homeless. I would definitely say a state that's warm. I've never been homeless in the north, but Austin's not bad because it's never really cold. It's a big city. There's a lot of help if you want it, and it's not too violent. But that's just me. How strong are you? I'm actually not that strong. I don't train for strength. I train for size because it's all about vanity, quite honestly, and I'm not ashamed to say that. You ever been? Yeah, man. I used to go to San Marcos all the time. A lot of friends went to Texas State, so I used to go down there and hang out for sure. Great time. It's an awesome place. I love it. It's awesome because it's not so huge like UT, where you kind of get lost, amongst the crowd. I loved it. Really good too. You must be a good responder. Yeah, dude, I am. I've got good genetics look, I've run. The most I ever ran was a gram a test. I was on 500 a tren, 50 a D-ball a day. It was insane. I was like 280. I looked awful. My face was all puffy. I was waking up in the middle of the night, like wanting to put holes in the wall and it wasn't the drugs. It was just I was a psycho at that point in my life. Were you muscular? No, I was not. Here, I'm going to show y'all a picture. I've got it right here. I don't know if y'all have ever seen people who do meth, but I look like a complete skeleton. Any chance if I can train with you? Yeah, for sure. Are you in Austin? Or we could even do a virtual thing. I always want people to come work out with me. Sorry, I'm trying to get to all your questions. I got to pull this up real quick. Why do you think there's so much aggression against men? Personally, there's a lot of mental illness. There's a lot of sad, hurt people out there, man, And when we're hurt, especially when we're not able to look within ourselves, I know in my life, I just looked for other reasons to get mad at people, if that makes sense. Did you get into a lot of fights on the streets? Not a lot. I got in a few of them, though. Got my ass whooped a few times. I got VAR, if you know, hot box trucking. I'm good, man. Anavar's, have I run? I don't think I've ever run Anavar before. I've heard great things about it though. How do you use the restrooms homeless? You find public ones or not? Yes. Like parks, gyms. Sometimes though, it's tough, man. In the middle of the night, you gotta, it's not great. It's kind of, hope you never mix meth and roid. Yeah, absolutely I have. It's not great. HGH, yeah. I've been afraid of, and I'm not going to run steroids anymore, but in the past I was afraid of HGH because I had a friend, he died because his heart was like 3 times the normal size. He was being really dumb about it. That's the only thing I've heard about it. Virtual walk. All right, I am Rand Scotch. Okay, send me an email. Go on my YouTube, the About Me section, and you'll see my email on there. Send me an email and we'll set it up. Must say your content has been, thank you. I appreciate that, DJ. I meant aggression. Oh, from that side. Yeah. I think because people are afraid of what they don't understand, and anger is a emotion that gets disguised by fear. In therapy, they say anger is a secondary emotion. It always comes back to some form of fear. So someone sees a homeless person, they're afraid of them because of what they've been told or they don't understand them. So the natural reaction is to be, well, fuck you, go get a job. That's my opinion. And plus, homeless people cause problems too, man. A lot of homeless people aren't really trying to do anything different. They clog up the systems. So I get that too. I was like that. Backpack as a homeless, the best? Yes. You definitely are. I got robbed one night with that, but you gotta have a backpack personally, because that's your life. You know what I mean? How aggressive am I? Today, I'm not aggressive at all. I was never really aggressive unless someone kind of got in my face, but I never look for fights. I always try to diffuse, but if it gets down, I'm always down to get down. I don't look for it though. Are you gonna do keynote speeches at schools? Or I would love to. I am doing. Am I? I talked with someone about speaking at a homeless shelter. I don't know if that's gonna go through, but I would love to, man. I'd love to do TED Talks. Those are great. People are so cruel. They are. All right, DJ, thank you for your support. See you later. All right, look, the snakes one, we're at 67. That's exactly what it was like last week, too. Oh my God, I don't know, man. I don't know how. All right, let's do another one. Okay. Would you rather? Would you rather serve in the military or go to college? I personally, looking back, I would have rather done the military. College was not for me. All right, let's see what y'all say about this. Yo, D's Nuggets, what up? What's up, bro? How's it going? College, military, okay. Anyone who's been to college, what did y'all study? I'm curious. D's Nuggets. Are y'all big, like Netflix, not stream, what do they call it? Do y'all watch a lot of shows and stuff? Scotch, all right, I'm gonna check it when we're done here. I'll hit you back. Physical education, nice. Electrical and policing? Nice, very cool. Electrical, man. That's like electrical, yeah. I don't understand anything electrical. I'm not built like that. 50-50, okay. Yeah, I was at the military academy very briefly, and then I went to a junior college when I was playing football. Then I went to Texas Tech. If I could go back and do it again, I would not go to college. I would either go to the military or I would do what I'm doing now. But hindsight's 2020. EMT, nice, very cool. Furiosa, like the name. What's the dream for you? The dream for me, winning an Oscar, winning an Academy Award, starting a nonprofit that helps people anonymously, having a New York Times best-selling memoir, avoiding marriage. I'm only halfway joking about that. But yeah, those three are the top ones. College horticulture, very cool. 50-50. What do you do now? I'm an actor, full-time social media content creator, and a writer. Do you want kids? Man, I don't know. I go back and forth because, all right, this is pissing me off. Hold on. I go back and forth because I've only got to a place now where I'm like realistically could be a good dad. But it's a lot, man. It's a lot. And I just don't know if I want to pass on my bloodline, as horrible as that sounds. Furious. Oh, let's get some emojis in here. What am I doing? I don't even know how to do that. What's y'all's favorite shows on TV right now? I personally love true crime stuff. I was just watching one about serial killers. Man, I love watching that stuff, like, I forget what it's called. Serial killer stuff where they, like, track people. My mom and me used to watch it all the time. I often think about, like, how would you get away with murder anyway? It's kind of a dark thought. Lighting on, where are the emojis, man? Is that it? 54-46, okay. Tips on being home. Forensic files, yes, thank you. let me tell you something. If there was someone who can get away with murder, it's my mother. She's watched that show all my life. My dad used to joke like, "Hey, if I ever go missing, it's your mom, and she's gonna get away with it too." Tips on being homeless in a cold place, man. Layer up, man. And I was never really. Austin's not that cold, but I used to get newspaper and layer it. Anytime you see a blanket, even if it's hot, grab it, store it, and always know where a shelter is. The northern states have that too, because man, you can literally die out there. It's really sad. Favorite TVs. Advice to young men. Axel, what's up? Dramas, true crime, hell yeah. Advice to young men. Long-term advice. We'll do both. Short-term advice. Number one thing for me, don't watch porn, and I'm being serious. Try therapy for 6 months. Have an active physical workout routine, and start to make relationships with people. Long term, find out what it is you love and go do it. And get in touch with yourself. That's been the thing that's like haunted me my whole life. I waited till I was like 30 or 32 to start doing what I wanted to do, because I always kind of had this idea of what people wanted from me and expected me to do. And, you know, it didn't get me very far. Yes, I watch YouTube. Fallout. I've seen, is that the apocalyptic one? Certainly not the Oscars. The award shows are so dumb. You know, we don't need to see more Hollywood people feeling so good about themselves. I hate that. Have you ever gotten into hopping trains? No, I haven't. I've often wondered about that. There's a lot of people who do that, though. HUD guy from Texas is really interesting. I've never seen that. Cops TV show. Let's see. What's the one? You talking about Bad Boys? I watch that sometimes. Solid list, thank you. Let's do more to help homeless and the poor. Agreed, 100%. A lot of times, man, helping, like just being nice to people, in my experience, that goes such a long way. Especially people who've lived on the streets for a long time. They really start, and I get down with this too, like you start to really look at yourself like you're subhuman. And so when someone's like, "Hey, how's your day?" you kind of feel like royalty for a minute, as crazy as that sounds. Just want to know that I really like your channel. I think you're doing it. Thank you so much, John. I appreciate your support. Is it really? What the fuck? Okay. Oh, you know what? Yeah, thank you for telling me that. I'm gonna change that right now. I think the link is expired. Damn it. Thank you for telling me that. Go to my Substack too. It's at, I don't know if I can, how do you chat on this thing? I'll send you my Substack in the email. Based on video game. This message is being, okay, great. Is that guy back in here? I can't stand that, man. Like people who are just mean. I don't know why. I hope they feel good about themselves. How often do people say hi to me? I would say 10% of the time. A lot of times people just act like you're not there, which was fine with me, honestly. No, I was just homeless in Austin, but I had like 5 places I always rotated. Thank you, OEF. I appreciate you. Sweet chili, what's up? That chocolate tester. Thank you, I appreciate you. Nat Parsons, I'm sober. April 6th will be 3 years. Yeah, speaking of, here, I'll take you through a walkthrough. So 3 years ago, in here, right in there, I did a shot of fentanyl and meth, and I fell out on this floor. And I woke up like 6 hours later. I'd been laying on my hip, really weird, and I had to be rushed to the emergency room. My whole side of my body was numb. I thought I had a stroke. But that next day, I was just like, it wasn't even a big thing. I was just kind of like, well, I guess we'll get sober now. There wasn't like some big white light moment. I was just kind of like scared of for the first time in my life, I can say this: I was more scared of living till I'm 80 and looking back and being like, dude, you had so much you could have done with yourself and you wasted it. That was more scary than dying or going to jail. I just said I. Oh, okay, sorry. You're looking good. Thank you. I appreciate you, Chili. Thank you, Nat. Man, thank God you help a lot of people. I bet you know what you know. You only know if you've been through it. Thank you, Chocolate. I appreciate it. Yes, I've learned many lessons. Unfortunately or fortunately, right? The way you look at it. All right, let's do another poll. So right now we're at about 50-50 military over college. I like that. Okay. Let's say this. I'm trying to think of a good one. You could. All right, we'll do another one from last week. This one was good. You're arrested for a crime you didn't commit. You can plead guilty and get 5 years in jail right now. We'll say murder because that's the easy one. Or you can take it to trial, but if you lose, you get a life sentence. What are you going to do? I don't know, man. That's a tough one. I'd like to say I wouldn't. As it stands right now, I don't have a family, like immediate family. So it'd be a lot easier, but I don't know, man. I know people who've rolled the dice, hadn't worked out. Go to trial. Boom. Last week it was, I think it was about half and half too. God, man, I'm glad you appreciate it, man. Yes, sir. Did you ever ask for money as home? No, I'm sure I did at some point, but no, I didn't regularly stand on a corner or anything. I did do that, but it wasn't like a hustle of mine. Always take it. Yeah, that's the thing, man. It's easy for me to sit here and say that. I hope I would. Where I stand today, I would do that, but how would you balance being kinder with people against not making yourself into a target? You mean as a civilian or as a homeless person? I'm tired of the rat race and the ever-escalating bills. If I do this, I kind of just want to crash out and be homeless. No, not at all. I think about that all the time, Mark. A lot of times I miss being homeless. Just the simplicity, not having to worry about shit. Just going and living in the woods. I told my mom that the other day. I was like, I would rather live in the woods and do exactly what I'm doing now and support myself and make money that way versus doing a six-figure job. And that's always how I've always been. When selling toss. Yes, yeah. Dude, they used to, them and Popeyes, at the end of the night, Popeyes would always give us their chicken. It was so awesome of them. Messages held for review. Oh, great. What did this person say? He said, do y'all have nothing better to do, man? You could be gentle without. Yeah, we should try to be gentle rather than be afraid. Independence file. Yeah, that's the thing, too. I think a lot of people are afraid to be direct because you can still be honest and not mean, right? But I think a lot of people today think being direct and sharing your opinion is, disrespectful. We were all slaves. Yeah, I would agree with that in some form, right? No, it absolutely does, Chocolate. Popeyes kept their bathrooms open. Dude, that's awesome. That's them and who were the other ones who were really cool? CC's. They were cool to me. I always used they had this app that said on your birthday you get a free pizza or you get a free buffet. And literally, I probably used that damn app 100 times, mostly at the same place. And they always let me in. They're really good to me. Are you on tier? Yeah, we just talked about this. I am. I'm on 175 a week. Can you talk about your time at West Point? It was the summer, and then I got kicked out because I disclosed. And here's the thing about that. I had a really kind of traumatic childhood. I was on antidepressants at 15, and I was hospitalized for suicidal ideations. And when I went into West Point, they're like, look, do not ever say anything about that to the administration, because that's going to be, you're automatically going to be kicked out of school. You're not fit to be a soldier, right? And so my dad really wanted me to go to West Point. I didn't really want to go. And so when I got there, I was like, this is not for me. And I brought it up and was like, I'm feeling suicidal. And the next day, I was kicked out. So it's really sad looking back that I couldn't have just said, hey, Dad, I don't really want to go here. And he wouldn't, like, no big deal. But yeah, West Point, man, that's an awesome institution. You literally can name your price anywhere in the world when you go there. It's really cool. I bought a 4-year-old trailer. Now I live on acreage. Dude, that's Sonoran Desert. Wow. That's incredible. That sounds like a really good time, honestly. So you have your own water and hookups, I guess. Homelessness is freedom. That's really true. It is, man. It is. It's kind of like, yeah, a lot of people wouldn't understand that. But it is. It's kind of like anti-establishment for sure. I mean, if necessary, put your foot down and defend yourself, but try to. Yeah, for sure. That's an art a lot of people don't know. And I think our culture, too, is so polarized and so, I don't know when that started, too. It feels like in the last couple years, God forbid you say the wrong thing that's not, PC. People just want to ruin your life. It's either civilian or homeless. What advice would you have to balance kindness without coming across as a weak or good target? I would say always be direct and truthful. Always voice your opinion, but come at it in a positive way. Like if someone said, I'm trying to think of an example. I don't know, a small example would be like if someone said, what do you think about this life choice I made? And I didn't agree. I'll give you one, OnlyFans. I don't think OnlyFans is a good thing. I think some people, definitely that's their way to survive, and I love it. I think it should be legal, but I think when people say it's empowering, I think that's bullshit. I think it really causes more harm than good. But if I was speaking to someone who was doing OnlyFans and they said, what do you think? I would say, I think it's a really destructive lifestyle. I don't think you're bad. I wouldn't want it for me or my family or anyone I know or love. That's an example, I guess. I think a lot of people, too, are receptive to that. We're just so worried about coming across a weird way or being perceived as stuff. But I think in the long run, people respect that. Trailer was $500. Nice. That sounds like a sweet deal, man. Being abrasive, I don't mean to be a pusher. Yeah, because there's the other side of it, too. It's like you can be kind of a doormat for the sake of not wanting to, like, make waves. I've definitely been there, too. A lot of that, too, for me was kind of how I was raised. Like, turn the other cheek, all that stuff. Learned that one in church. Don't you love church? Don't they just... I'm still coming to terms with all that. Thank you, Chocolate. Appreciate it. Oh, well, it was my doing. So West Point was not for me because my heart wasn't in it. I really didn't want to play football. I wanted to please people, and my passions were always the arts, and I was good at it. But my dad kind of thought that was, I'm not going to put words in his mouth. That was kind of like considered the pussy thing to do for some people who had influence over me. So can you write a book about how to be successful? Back and just say, that's a good idea. I'm going to write that down. Like a how-to. That's a really good idea. I'm actually coming out with some PDFs for my followers and subs, little things like that. So that's a good idea. How to be homeless. Because there are some really good tips I can give. I just seen your show. I want to sub and see you live with me. Thank you, Mandy. Thank you for your support. Mandy Candy. I can imagine myself like being homeless, sort of, just living on your own. Yeah, it really was so freeing in the beginning, especially. It was like, shit in my teeth. Sorry. It was, man, because it was like, For the first time in my life, I was doing what I wanted to do, calling my own shots. And once you get to a place where you're like, oh, it's kind of like jail. You're like, oh, this isn't really as bad as I thought. I can figure this out. There's something very empowering about that, for me at least. You think Christians are ever... Yes, I think... Yeah, I mean, there's good Christians out there for sure. The ones I've encountered... I've been hurt by a lot of Christians, but there have been some really great Christians too. I think people are just people, you know. I think the church in general, at least evangelically, has a lot of things that are backwards personally, but I am coming from a biased point of view, honestly. And there's a bigger focus on this. Yeah, there is kind of like, what is the sense of... Yeah, that's a lot of Gen Z people are doing that now. What would you say to a laundromat who shuts off their water at the sink so that homeless people don't use it? I don't know, man. I would say there's nothing wrong with that. That's your right. I would challenge them, like, it would also depend who it is. I would just try to be like, look, there's a chance right here you could actually grow your business more, because what would happen is, by showing kindness to people, that would boost your name and reputation. You could have some rules in place, like, hey, don't come smoke crack in here, like, obviously, but I think you can never go wrong being different and kind to people. That's just me, but there's, you know, a lot of homeless people just cause problems, man, so I get it too. Is it true? Okay, we got another one. Theoretical girls. Is it true that you're bi? Are you fucking bi? I'm not bi. Am I? I don't think I am. I mean, I'm Christian, I suck, but I don't think you suck, at least from what I've seen from you so far. Thank God for you all. Thank you, Chocolate. I've never had a close relationship with a Christian. You know, I wish I could, I wish I hadn't been in church growing up, so I wouldn't have had such a skewed mindset. I think everyone was just doing the best they could, but it doesn't change the fact that it was a really bad experience. Turn the other cheek. Yeah, it's like, all right, you're going to hit this one now? I think what Jesus meant by turn it was like, let God. Yeah, no, that's true. Agreed. That's another thing, though. It's like, where was God in a lot of things, too? You know, for me, it's like, I look back thinking, okay, God, well, and I mean, purely when I was innocent and I didn't know right from wrong and I wasn't making my own decisions, I'm like, dude, you kind of, at the very least, you didn't step in. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say you caused it, but if we're going to be honest, like, you definitely didn't stop it. So that's something I'm having to work out. You turn the other and offer for them to the other side. Yeah. Don't repay evil for evil. Yeah. Las Vegas, Sin City. Let's go. Jennifer, welcome. How to do it well would be very helpful to some people. I'm gonna start writing that. I'm glad you said that. Thank you. Yeah. I did have church, but they kicked you out? Or they ended? Uh-oh, we got another review message. I'm not even gonna read it. I would buy your book if you wrote it. I would just love it. It could be full of survival. Thank you, Art. I appreciate it. How to get... So what I used to do, water out of a valve, I would go to schools. There was a bunch of high schools around me. I'd always have a big water bottle, and I'd just go to the back of a school because there's always valves, and I would just fill it up. There's a lot of little tricks like that. You know what I'll do if I end up homeless, because eventually I do want to come. There's no such thing. That's a very good point. There's no such thing, right? Because we're all, what's that verse say? Were it not for grace, there go, no, what am I thinking of? We've all fallen short of the glory, something like that. There it is, yeah, all fallen short. X Regardless of whether or not you're Christian or not, we've all sinned and fallen short of the glory. No, that's very true. What scares me is, I definitely believe in sin. What scares me is how accepted, we'll call it sin, across the board, a lot of things are these days. You know, because at some point, sin, you know, the truth and being, I don't know, following the light is going to get flipped, and that's going to be the evil thing versus the actual sin. That's what I think. I strongly consider doing it long term is much easier. Hell yeah. I'm going to apostate. Nice. What? feel like I know what that means. What does that mean, Furiosa? Have you ever tried? What is this bi shit? Y'all are just. Have you? I've never tried being bi. Yeah, I might. Yeah, you never know till you try it, right? I'm good for tonight though. Should I live on the streets myself or stay at my house? Well, how old are you? First off, are you 17? I would not recommend it if you're 17. I don't know, man. I would ask you what your motivation is. If you're escaping a bad situation, yeah. But if you're just trying it, I would definitely plan it for sure before you jump into it. How do you gauge scenarios? I remember you said your bag was stolen. You offered. Yes. Oh, that was from my video the other day. How'd you balance trying to be kind to somebody homeless or a stranger? So if I was homeless, I would not. I would be much more abrasive and standoffish, because the truth is, a lot of homeless people they don't have great intentions. And it's not because of them, it's just the nature of the environment. But if I were a civilian person, I would never stop moving my feet. I would never like stop and anchor myself unless it's, I don't know, a very low key environment. But you just got to be able to read the situation, man. Just like for me, I just kind of feel people's energies. And that's what I would say. Jennifer Patty 2463. What's up? Romans 3. Yep, that's the one. You have to learn about valves, learn skill. You get water out of your valve. Yep. Since helping the homeless restore faith. Oh, nice. Hell yeah. There's some of the best. So one of my most cherished people I've ever met was a homeless prostitute. And she gave me a place to stay when I was dope sick. She's a wonderful person. I don't know what happened to her either. It's funny because the world deems them like trash, right? And they say like they're the fucked up ones. They're the ones who've got the right perspective, if you ask me. But I keep a silk hot water key in my prepper gear. You can draw right out of it. Oh, nice. Oh, you're a prepper? Okay. I secretly kind of hope society deteriorates. I'm all about that. Yeah, that's true. Good point. 24, I just feel awful still. I hate feeling like I'm a burden. Have they said you're a burden, Apex? Or is this something you're feeling or what? And here I'm 17. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. Your parents sure you have the money. Yeah, I would say definitely. I don't know though. Sometimes just jumping into it. That's how I've always been. But it's really easy to get taken advantage of, no matter how old or young you are. You're not something. Okay, got you. Man, I'm sorry to hear that, Furiosa. That's really fucked up. 17. Like I wouldn't mind getting a small place, just do my own thing. Yeah, it's very freeing. I've learned. Those who have disappointed others will fail even more. What do you mean by that? I'm curious. Please do a video on extreme heat survival tips. Yes, I will. I'm gonna write that down. Extreme heat. So really, for me, what I would do when I was on the streets is I would move at night, and I would find a place like a park bathroom. So I used to get a piece of paper and a Sharpie. I just get a Sharpie somewhere, and I would write out of order. And I'd get a piece of gum, put it on the backside, and I'd smash that shit onto the door of a park bathroom, like the single ones. And I would sleep in there during the day. Most people, when they see that, they're not going to think anything of it. You could lock it anyway, so it's not like they can get in. And then I would move around at night. Are you into MMA or boxing? Into self-defense? I've never done either. I used to hit the bag at my gym. I just like to see my knuckles bleed, honestly. That's when I first got into therapy, man. It was tough. But no, MMA, those guys are so tough. I would never want to fight an MMA guy. Those guys are so like, it's funny. You see a very small person take down like a jacked bodybuilder. It's crazy. I feel like I'm taking advantage of them. Well, I mean, if I don't know your situation, I don't know. I'm sorry you feel that way. Are they saying you are? Are they making like comments and stuff? They love me. Okay. Are you dealing with like depression and stuff? You learn a trade, you do not suffer for money. Yeah. A lot of nowadays, like, you know, electricians, plumbers, trade school, that's always an option. They do well. Best way to be homeless would be to, yeah. No, that's 100%. I tried not to sleep in the same place more than 2 nights because, you know, there were some straight up psychopaths, man. They just wanted to just cause people harm. I always had like 4 or 5 spots I could go to. Apex, they love you, man. Your family don't. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like if you're, you know, doing the best you can in life, everything's cool with them. A lot of times we're a lot harder on ourselves than we realize. Frog toss, cold towels. Yeah. Hell yeah. Getting a cold, like a cold towel around your neck or I used to put it like on my head and throw a hat on it sometimes. Chores. Jaeger bomb. Frozen water bottles, electrolyte pack. Yep, electrolytes are great. Gift cards are awesome, man. I'm always a proponent of gift cards because there's always a McDonald's somewhere. You know what I mean? You know, not fun. Yeah. Creeks and rivers. Yep. You know your situation. Yeah, that's true too. Like, you know. Let's do another poll. All right. Oh, wow. I didn't even see that. Okay. Another poll. Here we go. Let me think of a good one. Hold on one second. I'm going to ask almighty ChatGPT for one, you know, because they're awesome. That's what scares me more is like, at what point are we going to be so dependent on AI? AI, what should I have for dinner tonight? I can't stand AI. If you look out for others, God will open doors. I'm not a religious person, but sure. Very true. Would one of the main tips to never be in just one place and always keep moving? Yeah, I would say that. Depending on where you're at. If you're in the inner city especially, but if you're out in the desert, depends on if there's people around you. Because if people know where you're at and it's just you, people could come and try to rob you. That's why you never tell people where you stay. I would never like hang out at your place. I would only use it for sleeping and never tell anyone where you go. You know, that's just me, but all right. Give me a poll. Shit. What's that? Fuck. I'd rather go to trade school rather than college. Yeah. Just caught the live. Jameer, what's up? Are all homeless people on drugs? A lot of them, in my experience. A lot of homeless people also have coexisting mental health stuff. I never met a homeless person who didn't do drugs. Some worse than others. Give me a cool poll. Gemini. You bitch. All right. Okay, I'll do this one. I just thought of this. You could do anything you love in the world. We're talking like for profession. However, so you wake up every day, you love what you do. And you only make $30,000 a year. Or work a job you hate, but make $500,000 a year. And I'm talking you wake up and you have like borderline panic attacks because you hate it. I am definitely in the 30,000. Do what you love. What is love? What I love, what I hate. Those are the options. If you asked me this 5 years ago, I would have said the other one, but money, man, I've never really cared about it personally. It's great, what I love. Okay, 50-50. All right, let's see. AI's taking you look nothing. See, you've been inspiration. Thank you, Wilson. I appreciate you. Oh no, what happened? I love your videos. Thank you, Jennifer. Taking on teacher singers. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Oh wow, low, really? New York City, dude, that's crazy. I bet that was rough. New York City, man. What did you do in the wintertime? Yeah, I know, right? Furious. There's a time 30,000. Like hell yeah, I'm set for life, man. Anxiety and stress would be set with. Yeah, I agree. Thank you, chocolate. Agreed, OEF. That's true. You know, if we have everything we need, I've always said, like, if we have everything we need, that's enough. I've always also believed that that should never make me comfortable, because I always want to do the best I can. Isn't inherently evil, right? Yeah, that's right. People get that wrong. It's not, what does it say? Money is not the root of all evil. It's the love of money. Women are looking up makeup while I'm looking up house. I love it. That's what I love, man. Hell yeah. Random question. What should I call you? Oh, Spencer. That's my name, Spencer. My name's Spencer Brooks Otto. That's why I go with that. You can call me Spencer, Spence. Workout routine. So I work out 7, sometimes 6 days a week. I do 30 minutes of stair stepper. Then I do one muscle group a week. Well, I'm kind of switching it up now, but I'll do one muscle group every 5-6 days. So tomorrow's going to be legs. I love leg day. I just lift heavy weights, and then supplements I take. I'm on TRT, testosterone, but then I take creatine, this kind. You got to get the right kind, because there's creatine. I think monohydrate's the best, but creatine, micronized powder, and then I take, I snort oxycodone. I'm kidding. It's a joke. But yeah, I don't do the pre-workout stuff anymore. I used to do those, but it just made me too, reminded me of meth too much. Like, I'm in the gym like, oh fuck, where are the feds at? You know what I mean? I'm really sensitive to that, but nice to meet you, Spencer. Nice thing. Thank you, chocolate. Dropping centers all over. Yeah, no, it seems like they would have to, right? Storage unit, that's a good idea. I never even thought of that, man. I think actually in Texas, I think that's a crime to live in your storage unit. But who's gonna know if you drop in one night, right? Would you ever live in a school bus or van? Yeah, if I had one, van life, I'd definitely be down. If we make a bigger chest, only do them. Yeah, for sure, absolutely. The thing there's guys like in prison who are huge. They only do calisthenic stuff. The thing to remember though is you always want to go to failure. Whatever you do, just make sure you're like failing. I would say I'm gonna try to show you. Do regular push-ups, do wide push-ups, do diamonds like that. Then get your knees, put them up against the wall so you're like this, and do inclines. Yeah, do as many as you can. Wish our government get the homeless housing instead of billions. Yeah, it would be nice, right? Yeah, or if you want to get real crazy for shoulders, flip upside down and do presses. I can't do it, I would show you, but used to listen to the Daytona State Casino. Nice. I'm glad Texas doesn't have casinos. There's no telling where I would be. Hey, what's up, Daddy? Hey, man, what you doing? You gonna take me outside? Man, you quit playing with me, Daddy. Ollie was homeless when I found him. So we're just destined to be together, right? Like an RV van? Yeah, man, I would do it in like go steal a U-Haul van. No, I think I've always wanted to do that though, like travel the country. in a van with my dog. Blog about it, things like that. Vans are where it's at. That's what Gabby Petito did, which I really liked her. It's very sad what happened. Prison guys are, yeah, no, they're huge. A lot of guys are. RV draws, yeah, it's too bulky, right? Yeah, I think it is too. I want to see you live. Sarah, what's up? How are you? Good to see you. How was your day? This is our member, Sarah Cotta. And yeah, guys, if y'all want to be a member, I do like every day, I'll do like a motivational video. I do member lives when we get enough members, so no pressure. Hey, but if you do become a member, just know you don't have to do the most expensive one. YouTube wouldn't let me specifically do this, so it made me do 3 sections, but the members get a lot of this, all the perks, the same one. So if you are like Sarah, if you are the most expensive one, feel free to drop down. You'll still get the same stuff. Have you ever watched Waypoint Survival? Outdoor Boys, yes, I have. I think he actually quit his channel. Outdoor Boys, he's really good. I love those survival shows where like a guy's flying in the outback and his plane crashes and he's like, well, guess we got to figure it out. I can do 3 push-up maximum. Hey, that's good though, man. Yeah, my dog's cute. He's so spoiled. I've spoiled him. For the first like 6 months I had him, I was still doing drugs. And so I never taught him to do anything. And like he's literally torn this place up, but he's sweet now. Ollie, yeah. Yeah, what is that like in New York City? Are they, like in Austin, it's now a ticketable offense to sleep outside, but cops rarely do anything. How do I get exercise in during scorching hot summer months if I can't afford a gym membership? The best thing, do you have, I would say you can do like burpees in your house. Running in place, it sounds dumb, but running in place is good. You can do burpees. Here, I'll show you. These are what guys in jail do all the time. It's one of the best, I think, best form of cardio. So you're gonna start like this. You're gonna drop down and do a push-up. You're gonna hop up and jump. Pretty much all. And if you just do that, you just want to get your heart rate up. That's what I would do. 100,000 on the street. Oh my gosh, that doesn't surprise me though. That's sad. Economy isn't the best, and party is one of the worst things. Have you seen Van Life Channel? I have not. Stormy dude, I have not. Are homeless shelters okay? Can you do like a home gym? Yeah, absolutely. Go get just go get some dumbbells. Or like a Bowflex, that's good. Even like some resistance straps. If you want to email me, I can send you some ideas that I've used before. Are homeless shelters okay? They can be really dangerous. And in my experience, I never stayed in a shelter. I wouldn't today personally, but yeah, some of them are great. Just depends where you're at. Yeah, survival stuff's awesome, man. Good at keeping. Yeah, very true. It's kind of like jail too. Like if you can just get along with people, not cause any problems. I would definitely say if you can help it, not make it a long-term solution. That's just me, but. You're depressed. Apex, I'm sorry you're depressed, man. Luke wanted to help his son with his own. Oh, cool. I didn't know that. Yeah, I heard him talk about that. He was like, I can't even go out in public anymore. Like, oh, that must be nice. All right, guys, I got to bounce off. It's great talking to y'all. If you want, I'm going to go on my YouTube. Drop me an email. It's on there. Click my links to social media and stuff. Send me a DM. I don't check comments other than member comments because people are mean. But I will answer DMs on Instagram and emails and stuff. So Yeah, I'll be back this week. We'll do another one. I'll try to do one during the middle of the week too, but definitely next Sunday. So, all right, guys, y'all have a good night. Thanks for your support.